So today we will be doing my top 6 favourite Pokemon spin-off games. Note, this is my favourite spin-off games, not the best spin-off games, and I have not played all of the spin-off games, Pokemon games, all of the spin-off Pokemon games in the world. There are some I have missed, so if your favourite isn't on here, it's probably because I haven't played it or I'm just not a big fan of it. Let's go. Number 6, Pokemon Channel. This is not so much a game as a quiz. You watch TV with Pikachu, there is a shopping channel, a quiz channel, and a Professor Oak channel, and an egg channel where you have to predict what is going to hatch from the egg. I believe that is it. Oh, I should have read through this before I went through it. Anyway, I mean, they take way too long, by the way. Let me get a Marie channel and a Smoochum channel, a Smoochum exercise channel. Pikachu will exercise as well, and it is adorable. My favourite channels are the Pichu Brothers channels, where you watch episodes of the Pichu Brothers show with their friends, and they are entertaining by their own right. The rest of the game play is collecting Pokemon cards by completing puzzles and answering trivia questions. It is a good game, and it does draw from canon Pokemon lore and is somewhat creative. Now, for anybody criticizing it, goes, "Oh, well, Pokemon Channel is a children's game." It's like, yeah, it is a children's game, and I got this when I was a child. It wasn't my first Pokemon game by any means. My first Pokemon games was Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Silver, and then I got Stadium 1 and 2 on my Nintendo 64, and then I got Pokemon Channel. So, yeah, it isn't my first game, but it was still a lot of fun, and it does actually have some interesting tidbits of lore that I learned from this game, like Dittos, when they go to sleep, will actually transform into a rock. Now that probably stays in the Pokédex somewhere, but I is actually kind of remember hearing that as stated somewhere else as well. Like I said, it was probably in the Pokédex, but it does actually teach you trivia about Pokemon. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. These games feature the first ever 3D Pokemon models. They also sport mini-games, gyms and Elite Four, and allow you to trade between gamers and play your games on the big screen. While these games are fun, like I said, they're not the I didn't say it, but they are not the most fun games ever, in my opinion. Like I said, still fun, just not the most fun spin-off games ever. Yeah. The Pokemon Ranger games. These all could be in the list separately because they're all great games in their own right, but I don't want this list to be like top 17 spin-off games of all time. Somehow they made drawing circles on the DS fun. I can't really give a plot summary because except the fact that you are a Pokemon Ranger and you don't catch Pokemon in the traditional fashion. They all have different plots, different Pokemon, different twists, different game mechanics, and they're all fun. My personal favourite is Shadows of Almaya, closely followed by Guardians of Science, and my least favourite, but it's still fun, is Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Colosseum. This game was just made to be a way to get Johto Pokemon in Hoenn, but it went above and beyond that. It features a story mode where an evil organisation are artificially closer to doors to Pokemon Heart, creating what is known as Shadow Pokemon. You play as Wes, an ex-Team Snag'em member who, along with his friend Rui, are going to use the Snag Machine. It allows trainers to capture all the trainers' Pokemon, by the way, to capture all of the Shadow Pokemon and purify them by opening the doors to their hearts once more. This game was made on the GameCube, and it features 3D sprites and models, whatever you want to say. Only Gen 3 Pokemon have newly modeled models or sprites. Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon still have their stadium models, so that could be a bit of a can be a bit off-putting. But to be honest, I have a hard time putting it on the list at all. Not because it's a bad game, but because there's no reason to call it a spin-off, being as it is just like the main games, but with no gyms or Elite Four, and you can battle and trade with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So I would call it a main game, but I know most people don't, so here it is. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. By the way, Jody is literally the worst character ever. This is the sequel to Colosseum. We return to the Ori region from the last game. Wes and Ruri are nowhere to be found, and we play as a 10-year-old little boy whose father has disappeared and mother works and lives at a Shadow Pokemon research lab. When the bad guys from the last game kidnap the lead researcher at the lab, your mother takes charge while you go save the professor. After saving the professor, he gives you a snag machine to capture and purify a new batch of Shadow Pokemon. This game can be a bit hard to get a hold of, and it cost me about 50 quid to get this. That was on eBay, by the way. This wasn't on like Amazon, where it's generally a lot more expensive. This was off eBay, where I got it from. But it is most definitely worth it. It's bigger, better, and harder than Colosseum. And when I say harder, I mean some teams literally have 6 Shadow Pokemon. Harder, and the final boss, you have to battle 7 Shadow Pokemon in a row, 4 of which are legendaries. This ain't your dad's Pokemon. This is XD Gale of Darkness, and it will wreck you. And just like Colosseum, I would regard it more as a main title, because you know it is compatible with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. You can battle, trade, and all that. And this was basically another way of you can Pokemon you couldn't in Generation 3. And I do think. Oh no, one more. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I am grouping all of these games together because they are all amazing games in their own right. Except Gates to Infinity, that game is horrible. After all, feature a similar plot with honestly, you should just pick up Explorers of Time or Darkness and play. I could have sworn that I typed more there. Oh well. Anyway, just pick up Explorers of Time, Darkness, or Sky. Those are the ones I suggest starting off with. Even though Red and Blue Rescue Team did come released before them, and Mystery Dungeon, Super Mystery Dungeon is the latest one. And I haven't finished playing through it, but from what I've seen of it, it is still pretty fun. And does feature a couple of plot twists that honestly I did not see coming already, and I'm not that far after the first part of the game. So yeah, not all of these are fantastic, amazing, mind-blowing games like Pokemon Channel. This game is decent. I know it gets a lot of criticism just because it is more orientated towards little kids, but it is still, enjoyable. Especially the Pikachu episodes. There's even 100% to reward, when you've completed the game, where you will unlock the voice actress from Misty narrating the episodes, which is actually a nice little thing if you're a fan of the anime. And I did play Stadium 1 and 2 a lot when I was younger. I've replayed all of the Ranger games multiple times. Colosseum, I've literally just finished the main story of it again today. XD Gale of Darkness, I've only played that twice, I think, because it is just so hard. And Mystery Dungeons. While Mystery Dungeon explores of time, darkness, and sky, probably harder than XD Gale of Darkness in my opinion. Just because that final boss is so hard. But yeah, what's your favourite? Hold on, get the screen to go. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. There we go. That'll do. Let's fucking that out. So, what's your favourite spin-off Pokemon game? Do you agree with me that Pokemon Channel isn't as bad as most people say? Yeah, do you find it enjoyable, or have you not played it? I doubt most people would have played it. Do you agree with me that you know, Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness should be considered a main series game, just because, you know, there's no real reason for it to not be a main series game. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Well, I'm just at the tail end of this cold, as you can hear, because I've got a bit of a bummed up nose and I've got a bit of a cough, but I should be able to record, so let's get in the video, shall we?